And here's another little collection of races that I did today, just to give you an idea of exactly the trading style that BetTrader Pro was designed for. This is how I've always traded, and this is, here we go, it's jumped up there. Try and sell that 186, getting filled, but there's nothing above me there, so don't want that. Cancel that. Got 33 quid of it, so I'll lay that back there. Use the net button. Get back on the 800 stakes. Put a 183 in there. You can see it's pretty volatile, so just click that to get the price in the centre. You know, these, you just never know what's going to happen when it's this volatile, so sometimes, there you go. Got 421 quid. Click on the net button, click next to 190. Sold at 190. Lovely. 30 quid. Yeah, just got that, just dropped down to that 183 there. I just sold it straight away at 190. Nice. Keep that 378 quid in there at 183, but it's looking like it's firming up a bit up there. I don't think it's going to pop down to this again. I click to censor it, and that puts that 378 out of the screen, so cancel that. Get back to that £800 stake. It's creeping up there, it's going up, but I'm nervous about just buying it when it's like this, because it's going up quickly and it can turn just as quickly on you. And when these sorts of markets turn, you can see that one side's, you know, the one that's pushing it, and the other side hasn't really got anything on it, and you can't get out if you're wrong. Try and lay 99. You can see my 800 added onto that 1,000 bid that was there. Change my mind, cancel that. You can see that 1,800 goes down to 1,000. Try 199 again. All I'm doing is leaning on that 2 grand beneath me, but no. Each little sudden movement like that is me clicking in that central column. Clicking in the central column centres the last traded price into the very centre of this price display. Right, now it's going down. Now you can see all the back offers coming in. Everybody falling over themselves to back it. And if you'd have just laid that up at 2, you'd be screaming to get out now. You wouldn't be able to get out. You'd be trying to offer it at 96, 95 would trade out, you'd try and join 95, 94 goes. You know, you'd take a 6 or 7 tick loss. And when you're making single ticks, you can't be taking 6 and 7 tick losses too often. Right, this has gone down far enough. It's going to go back up. Here we go, you can see those bids coming in there. You got no chance of getting on this. Nah, don't be rash, cancel that. Click in the middle. 7 grand at 2, trying to lay it at 202. Got a good chance of that getting that. You can see I'm pretty near the front of that queue now. Getting filled. Put the offer in at 204, which is getting filled. Both sides getting filled at the same time. That's another 16 quid, because now we've gone into these above the 2s. We're in 0.02 increments, so 0.02 of 800 is £16 a tick. So that adds on to that 30 I made earlier on that 183 to 90. So we've got 46 up there now. If the horse was to win. That's what we use the hedge button at the bottom for. To make sure that you win. money no matter what horse wins the race. Because we're not interested in horse racing. Who cares what horse wins the race? So you can see these movements once they start. You know it's going to go down, but you just can't get on that. Look. Click in the middle. There you go, laying it at 2. Nah, if I was even to try and scratch that at 2, I'd be joining that 2 grand. It's just best to just take your loss. 2 to 199, it's a 1 tick loss. So you can come in lay it at 202. If this gets filled, there you go, getting it filled, back it at 204 again. Both get filled. See how easy it is to make a tick back there. I mean, I lost a 0.01 and then made a 0.02 anyway. You know, anyway, 54 quid at the top. Press the hedge button, divides it by the odds. That lays £26.73 at 204, and time's up. So that's 26 quid on that race, no matter which horse wins. Next race, this is the one after it. Pretty similar odds. Another volatile one. Set the stake to 800. It's below 2. Yeah, this is a there. Getting that gap there at 194. Didn't quite get to the front of it. Get filled. Click on 95. I don't reckon I'm going to get the 95. I go to scratch it at 93. The 95 gets filled as I do. The 93 gets filled at mostly 94. I come in to scratch at the 94. So I don't make quite a tick because it should have been 8 quid. I made 738, which is why it says the 193, that 800 at 193, the blue in that box, is actually 1.939 or something. But we only go to 2 decimal places in that box. You might want to rewind that bit. Right, back in at 197, straight in at 196. And thank you very much. See, markets that are this volatile, it's easy to just nip in and steal ticks real quickly. But you've got to be careful. You've got to be willing to take losses quickly as well. Because when it turns on you, you're finished. See, when the offers are so big there on the right and the back side, you can't really just join that to sell it, because here we go, get it at 87, that 88's empty, look, click, just looking for those little opportunities to steal a tick, that's all you're looking for. It's another 8 quid there, just keep throwing them in. They're all just little 1 tick profits. The opportunity might only be there for a second or two, but that's all you need. Can't imagine trading like this, you know, on the Betfair website interface. Nice little jump up there. Try and back that at 89. Got the 89. Scratch it at 89 if I can. Yeah, cancel at 88. Scratch trade is a winning trade. Yeah, imagine trying to place these bets. If each time you place one you had to do like 10 clicks and move the mouse all over the screen. You're not going to get there as fast as I'm getting there. You can go the fastest you want. If I'm just moving my mouse half an inch and clicking the button, that's all I'm doing. I'm not even looking at the keyboard. Market's pretty twitchy today. Back at 194. Get filled on that. Straight in at 93. See, there's nothing on that bid there at 93. Straight in. Another £8. Just looking for empty spaces and opportunities to steal some money off somebody. Right, time's up. 31 quid to lay off. Lays me 15 quid. So 15.93, almost £16, whichever horse wins. Click on the tab at the top, right click on it and close it. Brings you to the next one that was already up there. Click on that toggle thing below the buy minutes button to take us to the ladder interface. In the settings, top left, file settings, you can change it so that each new market opens as a ladder interface if you want, by default. Right, try that 282. Because why the hell not? Don't know where it's going, don't care where it's going. I haven't even looked at the name of any of these horses I've been trading. Haven't seen their form. Don't even know which course they're at. What's this? Chepstow. And I don't know whether they won or lost. Yes, my knowledge of horse racing is zero. I've been doing it for almost 4 years now. I've not been trading so much recently. I've been more developing the application, just getting back into it again now. So going to be making some more videos and yeah, getting back into it. I much prefer doing this than computer stuff. You see that 282, there's only my 400 on it there. So if it is to come down and I can get on it as it comes down, I know I'm going to be the first to get filled on that 282. Should I hit that 286? There you go. Can I get filled on it? No. Try the 284. Yeah. Getting filled on the 284 anyway. Cancel that 286. Yeah, give up on the 284. Use the net button that submits the 351 I've got. There, I'm out at 280. So small loss there. Still got that 351 at 284 in. I know I'm at the front of the queue because it was getting filled. So I'll keep it in for a little bit. Because again, if it starts to ramp up, and you've seen it, this can turn on a sixpence. If it starts to go up, then around there, around the 276, 278, 280 mark, if I can get on it, I know I'm at the front of 284. Lay 274. Trying to get 276. Getting it. Yeah. Lay 278. Got that. Just as it starts filling up. Come on, up we go. It's well bid. 284's all mine. No offers. Come on. There it is. 48 quid left over. Use the net button. Click next to 286. That backs that 48 quid to make me flat. So I've got that small loss back. And 26 quid on the horse if it wins. What's it called? Zibeline. Zibeline, Kanjar and Yaneled. Ah. What's this, the Dubai Derby or something? Is there a Dubai Derby even? Try that 290. 2 grand on it. Am I at the front of the queue? No. But maybe I am now, because when everyone's falling over themselves to back it, like just then, a lot of the people from 290 have dropped their price down, which means I shuffle to the front of the queue by doing nothing. There, lay it at 288, 290 kicks in, so it was at the front of the queue. 34 quid at the top. Yeah. It's all about getting to the front of these queues at the moment. I'm seeing. Never used to be like this. It was just so easy when I started. It's just any big amount of money that you saw, you just jumped in front of it and it'd just carry on for 2-3 ticks because there weren't that many traders around. It was just so easy. Used to win every race. Every race. I mean, 11 months without a losing day was my best period. I don't think I'd do that now. Time's up. Trying for a 288 there. Don't know whether I didn't get anywhere near the front of that, I don't think. Oh, it's going down. No, time's up. Cancel that. Press the hedge button. 12 quid. Right. What have we got here then? Skipped forward a bit. We're on the 345 now at Kemp. Try and back 300 at 3.6. Try and lay it at 355 because I'm getting filled at the 3.6. Not really confident about that 355. Look, it wasn't empty when I got on it. Scratch it at 3.6. Use the net button because I'm not confident about getting the 3.6, but I'm out of funds there because I've got a 300 in and a 91. So I didn't get the 365, and as a result I ended up getting the 3.6 anyway, so that saved me a bit of money. Managed to get the scratch in, set the stake back to 300, back 300 at 365, because I've still got that 355 in that I'm thinking I might be at the front of. But oh no, you can see now I'm on the wrong side of it on one of these turns, and you just can't get out. It's not as bad as it seemed. Only lost a tick there. Got filled at that 365, went to scratch it, left the 3.7 in, get filled on the 3.7 as it goes romping up. So now I try, instead of taking that 3.8, which I should have done, just take the loss. I try for the 3.75, and now I'm screwed. Now it's just going up and take the 3.9. 75 quid loss at the top. So that's how not to do it. Should have taken a loss quicker there, and then the loss wouldn't have been so bad, but you know. Leaving the 385 in, but it's not looking like it's going to get filled. It looks pretty comfortable about going up. But there's no real big bids there, so I'm thinking it's gone up quick. Time for a contrary trade. Back that at 4.6. Get filled, and there's people joining me after, so now there's a nice strong offer at 4.6. Now it's going to turn downwards. Lovely. I think 4's a bit optimistic, but that's the sort of trade you can take a few ticks out of that. The contrary ones, there's a bit more risk involved with contrary ones like that, you know, because it is just going up. So when you do them, you've got to make sure you get enough out of it to make them worthwhile. I got 4 ticks out of that. Got most of it. Move that 18 up to 4.5. Cancel that 300 quid at 4. There we go. We've got that 75 quid loss back, plus another 39. It's nice to take the bigger profits. I don't usually do it that often, but it's nice when I get them. And to be honest, I usually only go for them when I've got a big loss to pay for, which is not what you should be doing. You should just do each trade according to what you think you can get out of it, not what you want out of it. But trying for 4.1, trying to steal a tick right at the end. Time's up. Yeah, cancel that 4.1. Press the hedge button, divides that 39.60 by 4.3, lays me 9.21. That's the end of today's little video. Right click, close tab,